Okay, we are doing, let's see, we've done 1, 2, 3, 4. This is 5 and 6 of our writing proportions mystery pick. We are going to start by reading the problem and setting up our proportion. A cookie recipe calls for 3 eggs and makes 4 dozen cookies. Well, I know eggs and cookies, which is what they're saying up here. So I'm going to fill in that first set of data. 4 dozen cookies is 3 eggs. And we're going to continue. How many dozen cookies could you make with a dozen eggs? So the first thing I need to know is that I didn't change. The first thing that I need to know is how many eggs are in a dozen. And if you do not know how many eggs are in a dozen, there are 12. And they are asking how many eggs it takes, how many dozen cookies it will make. I said that backwards, but you understand what I'm saying. So we have 4 over 3 equals x over 12. So we're going to go back over here, and we're going to write our step 1. My computer has to catch up with me. Okay, 4 over 3 equals x over 12. We are going to cross multiply. 3 times x goes on one side of the equal. 4 times 12 goes on the other side of the equal. Step 3 is to multiply what you can. 3 times x is still just 3x. But 4 times 12 can be solved. That would be 48. The next step of what you need to do is use that inverse property. In this case, it's the inverse of multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. So we're going to divide by 3. We're left with x equals, and I'm going to double check my answer with the calculator, even though I think I know what it is. I think it's 16. So 48 divided by 3, 16. I was correct. So the answer to this one is 16. We're going to go back over to our writing. We're going to type in our answer of 16, and we are going to move to the next problem. We're doing it again. Oh, interesting. So a cookie recipe calls for 3 eggs and makes 4 dozen cookies. Awesome. That sounds like it's the same. So I'm going to put 4 over 3, and then I'm going to read the next section, hopefully. How many eggs would you need to make 18 dozen cookies? So here's the difference. It's not giving me eggs this time. It's giving me the dozen cookies. So I have to put the 18 up here, and what we don't know is the cookies, or is the eggs. So 4 over 3 equals 18 over x. Four over 3 equals 18 over x. Going to use my cross multiplication. 4 times x goes on one side of the equal. 3 times 18 goes on the other side of the equal. I'll say it again. 4x just still means 4 times x is 4x. But 3 times 18, I'm not sure of. 54 maybe? But let's try. 3 times 18, 54. I was correct. Okay. Now we're on step 4 where we use that inverse operation. We are using the inverse of multiplication. So the opposite of multiplication is division. We're going to divide by 4. That leaves us with x on this side. And 50. Oh, this isn't going to be pretty. 54 divided by 4 is 13.5. I'm not sure how we're going to get a half of an egg, but I guess they just want the number. So this should be 13.5. Yep. There's the answer to these two.